I'm revamping my stationery brand, and I know it might sound a little insane to do this at the same time that I'm planning and hosting an event in October, but I'm letting go of our best-selling luxury guided journals that have quite literally transformed so many people's lives and have provided them insane results. And now I'm launching a business planner that God has placed on my heart for such a long time. And I only have 4 days to fully design it in time for the holidays and so that it can get here in time for my event. I don't know what fabric to choose. I don't know if anyone is going to support this. But what I do know is that God told me to execute this right now. I've actually been doing interviews behind the scenes for a few months now with so many different women of faith in business, trying to have a better understanding of what they like, what they don't like about the planners that they have now, and why they're not even using them sometimes. The truth is, there is nothing that I've done that God hasn't provided the provision, the people, or the resources. So stay tuned, because even if I fail, I know that God is going to show me a lesson through it all. Notebook with all. This doesn't look right on lines, but as a part of launching my new collection, I am bringing on an intern. She's actually someone that I love and personally know. When I sent out an email to my audience, I said, hey, I'm looking for a project manager. I'm looking for someone to help me with social media, especially because right now we are preparing for the holidays, but also with launching a new business collection, something that really helps women with productivity and executing. Like, it's going to take more time from me. And I just noticed that even as someone who has a personal brand, who's posting on social media, who has clients that I'm helping them scale their businesses, I understand that I cannot do this by myself. God doesn't give us these big visions for us to do it by ourselves. Normally, it means that there's someone that He has divinely destined to do this with you. And this person is someone who has helped me before, and I just love her so much. And I'm so grateful for just the opportunity to work. And she actually has experience in scaling 7-figure product businesses from startup standpoint. So I'm really excited to just learn more about what she knows. I'm going to bring you in on this meeting with me, but I'm just so excited for this new product. Like, you have no idea. As a part of the product development process, I actually sent out an email to bring on a team member. And so I'm actually about to hop on a meeting right now, because when it comes to bringing in a new collection into your business, and as you know, mine is bringing in this productivity products and business planners and things of that nature. And I know that God has given me such a big vision, and it's not meant for me to do it by myself. It's meant to bring people along the journey with me who can help me and who I can help in the process. And so what we're about to talk about is, one, how can we increase revenue right now? What are some campaigns that we need to do in reference to the holidays coming up? And I know we still have a few months until Black Friday, but this is something that you plan for ahead of time. And then also having the understanding that I am launching this new product collection, and I want to ensure that I'm able to have the samples ready by the time I have $1 Million Impact, my live mastermind, happening in October. And so I know it's only going to take me about a week to implement the design process, but now we're about to go more into the back end, and I want to bring you in on that meeting. So we got to go because it's time.
Father God, thank you so much for this morning together. Thank you so much for bringing Mikaela and I here, and for just this opportunity.
200, close to 300, just one more day journals left, and I have about 100 Best Believe journals. I am in the process of designing productivity business line. And the two main products that I'm launching first is the business planner. And then it is going to be another journal, but it's going to be a different style. I want you to know, right now, I have been winging everything. I don't have any systems in place. like on this side. Like I don't like everything I have for my regular business.
Like a business at scale where like you're consistently packing orders like on a daily basis, potentially looking at fulfillment centers, like all of that type of stuff. You just don't purchase things full price at Old Navy because you know you can always get a sale, right? But like at H&M, it's harder to get a sale, so you would be more inclined to probably buy that blazer at full price. With like moving into more of like the luxury woman, you don't want to be discounting your products consistently.
So I'm on TikTok Shop, but majority of my sales don't come from TikTok at all.
Okay.
I just finished the call and it went so good. We came up with a plan on how we're going to make more room for the new product that's coming in, and we're going to do a warehouse sale. And so pretty much what we decided is to do buy one, get 25% off, or buy two and get 40% off, which then leaves space for my affiliates. So my affiliates can add their 10% off, and then that will equal 50. And I'm really excited because this is just making room for this next season that God is doing. And it does make me kind of sad to let go of the Best Believe journal, but that doesn't mean that it's forever. We only have 100 left. But what I do know is that with this new style and what I'm launching, like it would be very easy to just bring the product back in a new way, in a new style. So I'm really excited. We just made it to the coffee shop and now I'm about to edit some content. I'm going to be making some graphics for the emails, editing the actual video to post about the sale. I'm also going to be designing my new product. So we're going to walk all through that. This is my notebook with all of my designs on it and what I want. So I have, you know, my monthly pages, my daily pages, and then I have some like sticky notes with some other just ideas that I have that I will play around with as I'm designing on my actual computer. So we have this box thing and it has my hard drive and it has this connector that I can put my SD card in so that I can connect it to my laptop, edit those videos, and I keep this on me at all times. Then I just have a sticky notepad so that I can go ahead and write out my task list and everything that I need to get done. We have my pen, and then we can't start without some gloss. The graphics took me longer than I expected, but I'm happy that it's done because I did the graphic, put it on my website, and now I'm creating the social post. Let me show you what that looks like. And what I'll do is just pop a picture on the screen so you can see it. So we're gonna check that off of my list, and we still have about 4 more things to do before we can actually design the product because this is top priority first. Okay, let's walk through my designing process of the business planner. So before I design anything, of course, I'm doing market research. I'm having conversations with people and making sure that I'm creating something that they actually want. And then I basically write a breakdown of what I believe should be inside. And so this is just my ideation page. So I know that I'm gonna have an intro. I know I'm gonna share my systems and my methods for productivity in business to help you make more money, to scale, all of those things. I know that I'm gonna have quarterly, monthly, weekly, daily. And then I'm just writing down notes of how I wanna talk about the systems that have really changed my life and helped me get to over $100,000 in sales in less than 12 months of starting my business. And so here I first started with the weekly, and let me take these sticky notes off. So this is designed based on the feedback I've gotten from the interviews that I've done. So I have the planning page on one side and then I have the reflection page on the other. The woman I talked to wanted it really simple, and because of that, I designed it horizontally because they also said that that's what they wanted. And then I have top priority notes, and then these are my reflection questions that I ask myself every single week to make sure I'm moving the needle forward in my business. And then the sticky notes are just like reminders that I thought about of like, what if I added a vertical weekly overview where people could add their consistent routines, because that's a system that I follow. Like Mondays I'm scripting, Wednesdays I'm filming, Thursdays I'm editing, and today's Wednesday. And then I thought about having like my weekly habits. That's a system that I implemented inside of my inner circle mastermind that made people cry because of how much it released the overwhelm they were carrying in their mind. And then just a note for when I do my quarterly section to add like a tracking target for how much money you want to make. And then this is just my monthly calendar, and I wrote out some ideas that I want to add inside of that section. This is like the least intricate part. And then I have my monthly planning and monthly reflection. So as you can see, it's planning, reflecting. And as far as the planning, I want to do monthly theme. I'm excited for have the key focus, and then like what are the inputs that you're implementing to execute that. And then we have reflections where we're going over the milestone, your sales, your cash, your monthly recurring revenue, challenges that you overcame, which I don't know if I'm actually adding that, but then ins and outs. And then what's the 20% that drives the 80%? And then something else I wrote is about adding core memories, and do I want to add the rating section, which is what I have inside of my Just One More Day journal. And I already know it's not going to be that exact thing because I've been writing it out by hand, and I've already changed a few things from that. And then we have our quarterly overview where we just track the day by day, and we'll have like an overview of the quarter and then the quarterly plan. Like this is the only section that I'm like, I don't think that it's gonna look like this, but we have a start. And then we have the daily section, which again, I just wrote out two different ideas of what it could look like. They wanted it to be so simple, so that's what I did. We have top 3, a thought dump, and then a time block. And this is just another idea of a time block, top 3, and then do I want to separate the task by the time frame. But then I also had an idea about what if I did the top priorities blank and the thought dump to be the task. So I have different ideas, and then I wrote the sticky note that said grateful for, like do I want to. And then I had this sticky note that says grateful for, like do I want to add that to the daily page or leave it out. And so that's all that I drew out as far as like the systems that I'm going to be implementing and writing in the front. Like that's just the made by the word like stamp, is I'm always adding some kind of resource at the beginning. Now, me knowing that this planner is for type B people and type A, of course, but I don't want to be overwhelming with the resources that I provide. So I'm basically providing systems for productivity that I've had conversations with so many business owners that they struggle with. A lot of that is content systems, personal branding systems, like making sure that you are able to run your business and still have a life. And also like, how do I keep my mind at peace every day? These are all things that I'm going to be implementing inside of this planner, and I'm so excited. And I'm also doing another product too. I'm going to be doing a journal, one of those leather bound journals. I'm thinking it's going to be vegan leather instead, and doing something like that. So I'm excited. This is my daily drink for energy and takes away cravings, and I've been drinking it honestly for 3 years now. You need this. Okay, let's talk about it. Because yesterday, I know that I was supposed to design the product, but I didn't end up doing it because I quite literally went beast mode in every other area. And so what did I do? I filmed, and I batch filmed for YouTube. So I was filming behind the scenes with this vlog. I recorded a video about your dream life not being so hard and that it can be simple. And then I filmed an ad for $1 Million Impact, which is my event happening in October, and you need to be there if you are a high achieving woman who knows you've only scratched the surface of what you're capable of. This room is going to be life-changing. I don't know how else to say it, but you need to get in the room, and when I announce the speakers, the tickets will sell out. So make sure you go and grab yours. You can scan this QR code or click the link in the description. And then I also filmed a short form video, which I'll pop it up on the screen so you can see an example of how intricate it was. And the thing is, like, whenever I finished, my CapCut froze, and I normally don't even edit a CapCut. I use the script majority of the time, but when I'm editing vlogs, I find it easier to edit inside of that platform. Anyways, it froze and then it erased everything that I worked on. Not everything, thank God, but it erased all of the overlays. So I had to go back, re-add it, and it took more time. Then I did my warehouse sale, which you saw me, creating the graphics, and I did something for email. I put it on my website, and then I uploaded it to my website. Then I added discount to TikTok shop for the sale as well. And then I created a wait list for anyone interested in our productivity line, all the new products we're having, because like I shared with you, we're doing the business planner, which is what this vlog is all about, but there is a secret product that I'm also releasing, and I'm giving people a gift when they sign up for the wait list. So if you want to be on the wait list, you can also scan this QR code or click the link in the description. I am just genuinely so honored, and I'm so grateful, because this is going to change everything for you in your business. It's going to help you scale strategically and simplify what you're doing. It's gonna help you create the systems. It's gonna help you be productive. It's gonna help you make more money. It's gonna help you do it while God is at the center. It's gonna help you do it in a way where you're not burning out in the process. And that is what this is for. It's for the busy woman who feels like she has so much stuff and it's never ending. This is gonna help you prioritize all the things. And so we created that wait list, and then I had to go in the back end and make sure the funnel was set up to then send people the gift that I shared that I was gonna give, and then connected it to mini chat so that I could connect to my Instagram when people comment the link. And then I posted last night too. I posted a few videos yesterday. So it's safe to say when I got home, I was just so tired. But what I did do, now that I forgot, is I watched some YouTubes last night, and it gave me some ideas for some systems to include in the planner to walk you through that I personally do and have been doing for years, and what I've included inside of my program, Ambitious Woman Sprint. It's a 90-day sprint that allows your ambition to match the level of your execution. And yeah, I am just so excited for this, because I'm telling you, I have been wanting to do this for 2+ years, but God was like, it's not time, it's not time. And you know what? He said it's time. And when God tells you to move, he gives you supernatural strength to get stuff done. Me being able to design and execute a product of this magnitude in 4 days, which by the way, I haven't even started. I have 3 days left. It's only going to be from his supernatural strength getting me through this, genuinely. But I'm so excited and I'm so grateful to execute this and put this out, because this is a product that I'm gonna be using in all of my YouTube videos, like every single one, because I use these systems to help me scale, to help me be sane, to help me be at peace while I'm managing all these different tasks. We want to live a life of freedom. Freedom, of course, comes through the Spirit of the Lord, And you get to live in freedom when you have structure, when you have systems, when you have discipline to support the life that you know that God has called you to live. And that's exactly like why this planner is so important, because it's what I do. It's a lived experience, and I do it every week inside of my notebook for now, because I didn't have a planner, but now I do. So today I was supposed to edit my YouTube video, but I've decided that that's gonna wait, and I'm gonna like put in a deep work focus block and just execute and put everything on Canva and design it so that I can see the structure of what it looks like to then make changes. So I don't just create the product and then it's like good. No, I put my thoughts and my ideas on the paper based on what I see, then I make necessary changes and I just play around and I get creative. So let's get going. I already did my morning routine. I already walked my dog Milo, and now we're ready to go. We have officially sat down at the computer. I did hop on my Instagram because I am posting some stories to just push people, because we don't have that much product left, and I really don't want anyone to miss out on this, because like I don't know when the product's coming back. And then I'm just having so many realizations about this planner. It's like, I know productivity, so I don't know what this product is going to be named. I guess it's a business planner, but the name that keeps coming up to me is like insanely productive. And I think about it because a lot of high achieving, ambitious women, we have so much on our plate. And because a lot of women have really busy lives and always have a never-ending to-do list, a lot of women don't make time for themselves, or it's the total opposite end of the spectrum where they take time and they don't know how to like live their life and build a business. And so I'm just thinking about the aspect of productivity, what that looks like, and that everything is sort of coming together in my mind, because I'm like, on my YouTube, all I do is I post productivity vlogs and routines, and then I'm just like, oh, productivity is what I do. You know what I mean? It's just like, huh. I'm gonna keep sitting with God on this, because it's like, yes, I help women scale their businesses with strategies, personal branding, all of that. But like the foundational tool that actually moves people forward to follow through with what they say is their productivity, their routines, their habits. Anyways, let's get to designing. Okay, I'm gonna walk you through what I've done so far. I don't know how I feel about it, but I started on the daily pages and I really wasn't feeling it, and it was kind of frustrating me. And so I just switched to the weekly, and I do love it, but now I'm kind of like letting it marinate because I'm probably gonna change some things. But I want to show you. So right here we have our weekly plan, and I love it. I feel like it looks very chic and something that I would love to post and use. Then we go to the weekly review, and it just kind of feels messy. I don't know how to explain it, but it just feels very messy, and I'm not really sure what I'm gonna do with this. And so now we go into the daily pages where I just, you know, kind of freestyle. And if you look closely, you'll notice that I kind of started and then I didn't finish, because once I have an idea, I really just duplicate it and then I execute, and then I just keep duplicating so I can kind of see what I like. Because right here, I played around with the all caps, but then I really like this lowercase. So something about me is that I'm not going to design the whole product until like the main part is done, and once I figure out what, you know, fonts that I want to use and what the lowercase is, because then it's going to make designing so much easier. What I did is I took this template from Canva just so that I could copy this over, but I don't need that. And then I was just playing around with this. But yeah, this is my daily pages so far. I know for high achieving women, especially people with ADHD, it's really important that we have those 30-minute time blocks. And so yeah, I don't really know what the daily page is gonna look like, but I'm trying to make it as simplified as possible. This is the one I'm leaning towards the most, but even then I don't like this section. Like, it just doesn't look right. My favorite section so far is this weekly, and now I'm about to get into the rest. That looks better, but I don't really like this either. I know this business realization, need more lines. Yes, I am still here designing, and it's been a few hours, but I am loving the progress we're making. But I'm putting a pause on this because I'm about to hop on an interview for someone who is desiring to be an intern for Made by the Word. And she's actually super cute. Like, her page, her aesthetic, like everything that I'm looking for, she has it. And so I'm praying that if God aligns this conversation, that we'll be able to move forward like as soon as possible. It is 5:29. The interview starts at 5:30, so I'll be right back. Hi.
How are you? Too. So I like go in one day, shoot batch content, and then have it all edited and scheduled for like the next like 2 weeks, and then I'll come back in. Literally not an inconvenience, like, you know.
No, I feel you. You sound like you operate like me, and I love it. It's gonna be for creators, business owners, founders. Like, I am so excited. Her name is Carm, and she is the best. She's so sweet. She has all the it factors. Like, she knows what she's doing. She has the eye. She has her processes down. Like, I don't have to tell her what to do. She already knows what to do. And it's just such a blessing that God did this for me and is doing this for her, because he's calling her into full-time entrepreneurship, and he allowed her to come and meet me. Like, I'm so excited to help her and just give her insight and to help her do what God's called her to do. And I'm just so honored, and I just like screamed. I was like, thank you, God. Like, oh my gosh. And I keep saying the word L-I-K-E, and I'm really trying to stop. I don't know why I say that so much, but I'm trying to be really intentional. It's reminding me when I first started my podcast, I used to say a lot. I don't say it at all, really, unless it's an intentional you know what I'm saying? But she's starting next week. This is such a blessing. I just want you to know that I have been praying for this, and she actually messaged me on the 1st. This is your reminder to check your DMs and check your message requests, because it was hiding. And thank you, girl, if you watch it. I appreciate you. I'm so excited. But what I'm about to do is change my clothes, walk my dog, and I'm going to a Pilates workout by the water. My mom and my younger sister, they're gonna meet me, and I'm supposed to leave in the next 15 to 20 minutes. Let's go.
Circle in one, right. Lifts and drop. 3, 2, and out. Keep to your tabletop, tuck the toes.
Okay, press the button.
We are back at my desk. It is a new day and I'm actually about to prep all of the warehouse sale content so we can post it, finish onboarding my new team member because she's amazing and she's gonna help set up the discount code and do all the little tedious tasks that I could absolutely do, but she's gonna be doing all of those things now, which is gonna make running this business even more streamlined because I won't have to pull all of my energy in every single direction. Like I can be focused on my area of genius, which is the creative stuff. And what I'm really excited about is that I'm gonna start designing the actual product on Canva today. And I've already drawn everything out in my little notepad and I will walk you through all of that stuff. But yeah, I'm just really excited for what God is doing and the direction that we're going. And we are gonna do that warehouse sale for the product that we already have here at Made by the Word because I want to not clear everything out, but like give it a home so that we can make space for the new product that is coming. And so yeah, I'm really excited. I actually just sent over my manufacturer my fabrics that I really like, and I would love to know your perspective. But the truth is, I honestly don't know what colors I'm really going for, but I kind of do. Like I want it to give chic, luxury, aesthetic. And when I think about that, I think about minimalistic and I think about browns, nudes, blacks, like creams, and I think about like a pop of color for the season, which that pop of color for me is blue right now, like a teal, maybe not teal, I don't know the different shades of blue, but just a really like baby blue or light blue. And I don't know, that's what I'm really feeling right now, but it could change. I'm gonna bring in my audience on the decision as I always do, but this time instead of like allowing my audience choose from fabrics that they just give me, I'm giving them the options that I desire for the vision that God has given me for the brand, and then pull my audience in from that perspective so they're already choosing something from what I've already like made a decision on that I would be okay with the direction of where the business is going. So let's go ahead and knock this work out so we can get to designing. And honestly, it's been a busy couple of days. I haven't vlogged everything that I've been doing because this vlog is really focused on my new product launch and the new collection and like what it really looks like behind the scenes as a business owner and like running a brand. But also on the side, I am a business coach. Like I have my own inner circle mastermind where we focus on branding, we focus on long form, and we focus on building assets that build longevity for your business and your brand. And so I've been doing a lot of things for that. I'm hosting my event, $1 Million Impact, in October, and it's just gonna be so exciting. And hopefully I'll get to see you there. You can grab your ticket below, or you can go to mikaelainspires.org/$1 Million Impact. The seats will go fast. We're having the most amazing speakers come, but it's not even about the speakers. It's who you're gonna become when you step into the room. You're gonna come in one way and you're gonna leave an entirely different person. You're gonna come in and you're gonna become the woman required to steward the more that God has for you. And so I'm really excited, but let's get to work. It is now day 5. I did not finish in 4 days like I thought. I got a good amount done and I printed it off, and I'm gonna walk you through why I did that. But I'm super proud of how much I did complete. I'm someone who just moves in excellence, and this is not from a perfectionist standpoint, but from a sense of I want to get it right, but not in a place where it's holding me back. So trust me when I say I'm not procrastinating or being a perfectionist. What I am doing is testing the product. And I've talked about this in a previous video, and I go really in depth inside of my printed product to profit program where I walk you through quality checks. And so what that looked like for me is printing out the product that I created, and I'm actually using it. And what I realized, because this paper is 8.5 by 11, way too big. This is way too much space. And I know people like it, but I'm not doing that. So what I am gonna do is 7x9. And so this is just giving me a better perspective on how to really execute it in a way where there's enough space, because I'm used to designing on A5 paper, which is like way smaller than this. And so it's showing me, you know, what changes I need to make, what it can look like, even as I'm using this. So this is the week at a glance that I created. Even as I am using it, I'm like, oh, I don't really like this part or that part, or this would be really helpful if there was like a blank page to the side where I could just jot down my notes and my ideas. And then I've been doing the weekly plan, which the way that I designed my weekly plan is how people requested it for the interviews. And I'm not someone who uses horizontal planning really ever, but I'm testing it out. And I think that there's nothing wrong with it. It's just not my style necessarily, but I'm going to figure out a way where it can be. And I think that what would make this page even better specifically, and if it's not showing on the screen, I'll drop a screenshot, but adding the lines underneath the like boxes right here. So then that's 2 days. And then I did the weekly review, and I loved the weekly review, but I'm kind of like, are these questions the most effective questions to ask to really provide people transformation every single week and actually move the needle forward? So what I'm finding in my mind is like, yes, this is a business planner, but this is also for productivity. And I'm thinking about, like, I write, what can I improve? But there's nothing to then initiate your next action step. Like, you can't just say, this is what I need to improve, and then we don't write what is the thing we're going to implement, the system we're going to implement to ensure that we follow through with improving that thing. So these are the things that I'm thinking about and being intentional about, which is why it's so important that you do quality assurance for what you're creating, what you're designing, and really testing it out yourself. Because I'm going to be using this planner every single day and talking about it online. And I need to make sure that it's really going to provide people the results and the transformation that I know it can, which is why my Best Believe journal and my Just One More Day journal has the reviews that it has. It's because of that exact thing. So what I'm about to do now is, right now we're still running the 40% off when you buy two warehouse sale for Made by the Word. I've gotten some orders, so I'm going to pack them and then we're going to drop them off and I'm going to go to the gym. Also, I want to share that I've been watching vlogs on YouTube and I love vlogs so much. Like, if you go to my library of videos, I have so many productive vlogs. I have a lot of founder diaries vlogs, so many different kinds, like intentional routines and all of those things. And because I'm having this realization of like, oh my gosh, I do a lot of productivity content on my page. I'm reminded, like right now I'm filming on this gigantic camera. And I noticed that when I'm vlogging, I tend to not vlog certain things that I actually would like to vlog because the camera is just so fat. And I love this camera. It's my mom's camera that she has let me borrow for over a year now. So it's basically mine. But I'm like, okay, I want to be more efficient. I want to put out vlogs every single week. I really want to give you more in-depth vlogs, or even just more efficient and proficient vlogs. So I ended up ordering the Luna Insta360, I think that's the name, and I got the white creator bundle, and so I really believe it's just gonna up my game of vlogs, so be on the lookout. But let's get to packing, because based on my daily schedule, I am over time, because right now it is currently 2:23, and at 2 p.m. I was supposed to drop off orders, but some things went over time. But I am realizing that using this page every single day, the today page, it really blessed me, truthfully. because when I use most daily planners, it has too much on the page, and so then I don't actually use it, and it just becomes super overwhelming, which is the feedback that I've gotten from other people. But when I was filling this out, I'm like, okay, I really would like to write where it says thought dump. I really would like to write on lines, but I know a lot of people like blank space to write. So I'm gonna have to print out another one with that option for me to just test it out and see. I'm also thinking about like picture worthy. What's picture worthy? And I say this because obviously, like, you get what I mean. Like, of course, people are going to be posting and sharing this, which is why I wrote note to self at the top. So the note to self that I wrote for today is I am constantly making a decision between who I once was and whom I'm becoming. And this was inspired by my video that I put on YouTube today, which was all about building your dream life doesn't have to be so hard. And I walk you through the exact steps that you need to figure out who you need to become, so you can stop postponing who you need to be and you stop avoiding what you need to do to actually bring the results that you desire in your business and in your life. So watch that. So what I'm doing right now is, first, before I start packing, is going through the orders. And also right now I didn't realize that my TikTok shop has a button on that says free shipping. So every single person who has ordered from TikTok has gotten free shipping and 40% off, which is like, wow. But you know what? I love that for them, but I'm changing this right now. So I'm changing that first. And the hard part is I gotta find it in the TikTok shop app because it's kind of confusing. So now I'm going to film a video on my phone of me packing the orders to then promote more people buying. So I'm gonna do an entire mini vlog. And if you wanna learn exactly how I create aesthetic content, my gift to you is an entire course being uploaded on my YouTube channel showing you exactly how to do it. So I'll make sure to pop that up on the screen. I don't know if you can hear, but it's like as soon as I want to film something, the lawnmower is going, and it hasn't been going all day. I'm like, so what I'll normally do is, yes, I'll do a vlog, but I'll yap at the same time in the in-between. Let's pack these orders together for our 40% off warehouse sale for my brand Made by the Word. I got so hot and I felt like I was just getting overwhelmed for some odd reason, trying to vlog and film and pack in this small little workspace. So I took my jacket off, but we are all packed up. Thank you so much for tuning in for this vlog. I'm so excited to share the progression of my product development. I pray that you learned so much. Until next time, I love you. Bye.